The Battle of Apache Pass went down in 1862 at Apache Pass, Arizona. It was a showdown between Apache warriors and the Union volunteers of the California Column. These Union soldiers were on a mission to capture Confederate Arizona and support the Union Army in New Mexico. This clash marked one of the biggest battles between the Americans and the Chiricahua during the Apache Wars. What is the significance of this conflict in American history? Who do you think won this battle? What do you think started the conflict between the two parties? The Battle of Apache was a significant conflict that took place between Native American tribes, primarily the Apache and the United States military during the late 19th century. This clash, which occurred within the wider context of the Indian Wars, represented a culmination of tensions resulting from the westward expansion of European settlers and the encroachment upon Native American lands. The Battle of Apache in particular brought to the forefront the resistance and resilience of the Apache people, led by renowned leaders such as Geronimo and Cochise. We're going to delve into the historical background, causes, unfolding events, and consequences of this pivotal conflict, shedding light on its implications for both Native American tribes and the expanding United States. So let's find out what happened to cause this battle. In order to understand the Battle of Apache, it is essential for us to examine the historical backdrop against which it unfolded. The Apache, a group of Native American tribes, inhabited vast territories across present-day Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of Mexico. They had established a unique way of life, adapting to the harsh desert environment and developing distinct social structures. However, as European settlers migrated westward in search of gold, land, and resources, conflicts arose as the Apache's traditional territories were encroached upon. They were not comfortable with the foreigners invading their land and stealing from their source of livelihood. At the same time, the United States government pursued a policy of manifest destiny, seeking to expand its control and influence over the American West. The establishment of reservations and treaties aimed to confine Native Americans to specific territories, often at the expense of their traditional lands. Such actions led to frustration and resistance among the Apache, who were known to be fierce warriors and skilled strategists. It's safe to say that their ire was justified. They were being caged from different corners. This was the reason that laid the foundation of the upcoming battle. However, several other reasons contributed to escalating tensions, ultimately leading to the Battle of Apache. One crucial element was the infringement upon Apache lands by miners, settlers, and the United States military. The discovery of valuable minerals in Apache territories triggered a rush of prospectors and settlers, disrupting the Apache's way of life and leading to territorial disputes. Additionally, the relentless expansion of railroads further exacerbated the situation, facilitating the influx of settlers and expediting the extraction of resources. A close-knit community was being invaded and controlled from each side, which must have caused considerable frustration and ire within the community. The need to rebel must have bubbled up. Yet, another significant cause that brought the community towards battle was the strained relationship between the Apache people and the United States government. The Apache community no longer trusted the government to fulfill their needs and requirements. Broken promises, unfulfilled treaty obligations, and corrupt agents created an atmosphere of mistrust and resentment. The government attempted to forcibly relocate the community, the Apache, onto reservations and assimilate them into Euro-American society. This was met with obvious resistance by the community, as the Apache valued their freedom and self-sufficiency. It wasn't smart of the government to displace an entire community from their homes in the pursuit of gold and treasure. However, the other side had some part in causing the conflict as well. The Apache community was led by charismatic leaders Geronimo and Cochise. They should have been the cause to resolve conflicts. However, the presence of charismatic Apache leaders like Geronimo and Cochise played a crucial role in the conflict's escalation. These leaders, known for their tactical prowess and determination, motivated Apache resistance and unified disparate groups against the encroaching forces. Their ability to rally warriors and maintain a fierce resistance against overwhelming odds created a formidable challenge for the United States military. Instead of trying to negotiate or instill peace within the community peacefully, they brought the community together to rebel against the government. Now, this doesn't seem like a smart move from leaders of a community, does it? What happens next then? How did the battle unfold? Well, the Battle of Apache was marked by a series of engagements, ambushes, and skirmishes that spanned several decades. The Apache community relied on their knowledge of the harsh terrain, including the rugged mountains and vast deserts, providing a distinct advantage over the U.S. military forces. As the battle unfolded on their turf, they knew each and every nook and cranny of the area, giving them a considerable advantage. They used this advantage to the best of their capabilities. Speaking of their war plans, the Apache warriors employed guerrilla warfare tactics, utilizing hit-and-run attacks, ambushes, and the element of surprise to counter the United States military's superior firepower. Their mobility, knowledge of the land, and adaptability allowed them to strike quickly and retreat before the enemy could respond effectively. This asymmetrical warfare posed significant challenges for the U.S. military, which struggled to adapt to the Apaches' elusive tactics. They were fighting against a community who didn't want to lose their homes, while the government was fighting to earn money. Geronimo, one of the most renowned Apache leaders, led a relentless campaign against U.S. forces, engaging in raids, ambushes, and attacks on settlements throughout the region. He was one of the main instigators of this resistance. His ability to navigate the treacherous terrain and evade capture made him a symbol of Apache resistance. People were eager to follow him and obey his commands. Cachez was another instigator of the battle, yet he was more of the group's brains. He was known for his strategic brilliance and ability to unite disparate Apache groups, mounted successful campaigns against the U.S. military, and effectively defended Apache territories for a long time. However, in 1862, General James H. Carleton led a federal army on their way to confront a Confederate invasion in New Mexico. And during July 15th and 16th, they engaged in a battle with the Apache near Apache Spring. Their main objective was to gain control of the area. This conflict took place when a group of 96 California volunteers, who were part of the advancing force, were making their way to the San Simon River using the old Butterfield Road that passed through Apache Pass. As they neared the abandoned stage station, Cachez and his ally, Mangus Coloradas, along with approximately 150 warriors, launched a surprise attack from the back of the column. In response, the Californians regrouped at the station and managed to drive the Apache into the hills. However, the Apache quickly positioned themselves around Apache Spring. However, the Apaches were fighting against skilled fighters as well. So the army launched another assault, determined to secure access to the water source. They successfully caused the dispersal of the Apache, who had fortified themselves behind rocks on both sides of the spring, and finally reached the water. Sadly, the Apache lost and were driven out of their homes, losing all their advantages. This battle played a pivotal role in the establishment of Fort Bodie. It directly influenced the decision to construct the fort in the area, as it served as a strategic military outpost to maintain control over the region. However, this battle did not come without any consequences. The Battle of Apache profoundly affected the people and the United States. Ultimately, the United States military's overwhelming force, combined with the encroachment of settlers and the devastation of traditional Apache territories, weakened the Apache resistance. Sadly, this conflict resulted in the removal of many Apache people from their ancestral lands and were forced to relocate to reservations. The once vast territories controlled by the Apache were diminished, and their traditional way of life was disrupted. The Battle of Apache marked a significant turning point for Native American tribes, highlighting the continued erosion of their sovereignty and the loss of their ancestral lands. In contrast, the United States government celebrated the Battle of Apache as a military victory, bolstering its claim to the American West. Their victory instilled fear in the hearts of similar communities around as well. However, the conflict also brought attention to the government's treatment of Native Americans, fueling debates about U.S. expansion's ethical and moral implications. The Battle of Apache contributed to a broader shift in public sentiment, leading to increased awareness and advocacy for Native American rights in subsequent years. While the Apache people had lost the battle, it is safe to say that they lost fighting till the very end. The Battle of Apache stands as a testament to the resilience and determination of the Apache people in the face of overwhelming odds. It symbolizes the clash of cultures, the struggle for land and resources, and the lasting consequences of westward expansion in the United States. Who do you think was right in this battle, the Apache people or the U.S. government? And if so, why do you think they were right? Tell us your thoughts in the comments section below. That's it for today. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Have a good day.